They never taught you this in school, but one ancient story could change how you see everything that happens to you. What if everything you're labeling as bad luck is just part of a bigger hidden blessing? What if trying to control everything is what's been holding you back? In this video, we'll unpack a simple Taoist story that holds deep truth about life, suffering, patience, and peace. Stay with me, because this story might be quiet, but its lesson is louder than most of the world's noise. In ancient China, there lived an old farmer. He had only one horse to help him plow his field. One day the horse ran away. The neighbors came and said, "Such bad luck." The farmer replied simply, "Maybe so, maybe not." A few days later, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 wild horses. The neighbors were amazed. "What good luck," they said. The farmer only said, "Maybe so, maybe not." Later, the farmer's son tried to tame one of the wild horses. He was thrown off and broke his leg. The neighbors came again, saying, "Such bad luck." The farmer calmly said, "Maybe so, maybe not." Then a war broke out. Soldiers came to take all the young men from the village. But because the farmer's son had a broken leg, he was spared. The neighbors wept as their sons went to battle. "You are so lucky," they told the farmer. And he said once more, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." This parable is often misunderstood as just a tale about optimism. But it's deeper than that. It's about how we label everything, every moment, as either good or bad. Without ever knowing how that story will unfold, we judge instantly: a job loss, bad; a new opportunity, good; a breakup, painful; a breakthrough, joyful. But the Taoist truth, you don't really know. Everything that happens is just happening. The mind wants to label, but wisdom waits. When the farmer says, "Maybe so, maybe not," he's not being indifferent. He's practicing presence. He's choosing to live in acceptance, not in anxiety. Can you imagine what your life would feel like if you responded to challenges that way? Suffering doesn't come from what happens. It comes from what we think should happen. We tell ourselves, "I should be further in life. This shouldn't be happening to me. That person should treat me differently." The mind fights reality. The farmer doesn't fight. He flows. Taoism teaches the river doesn't resist the rock. It flows around it. Control is an illusion. When we let go of control, we find peace. So how do we live like the farmer in a world that constantly demands we react? It begins with a pause. When something bad happens, pause. When something good happens, pause. And say to yourself, "Maybe so, maybe not. We'll see." That small phrase creates space. Space is where wisdom lives. You begin to notice nothing is final. That breakup might lead to healing. That job loss might lead to alignment. That delay might be protection in disguise. The farmer wasn't lucky. He was free. Free from expectations. Free from mental noise. Free to trust what unfolds. Let me share a few true stories that echo the farmer's wisdom. Each thought it was bad luck. Each found out later it was part of something greater. The next time something unexpected happens in your life, pause. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What if this is part of the plan?" You don't need to understand the whole story today. You just need to be still enough to let it unfold. Like the farmer, may you find peace, not by controlling life, but by trusting its rhythm. Did this story shift something in you? If it did, someone else might need it too. Share it. And if you're on a quiet journey toward wisdom, peace, and meaning, subscribe to Lessons They Never Taught. Here, we don't chase motivation. We explore truth. one parable at a time. See you in the next story.